What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm so excited to be here and just spread joy and love and peace and happiness to you guys today. I'm excited to share my first year of parenting in a positive light and something not so negative, because I feel that parenting and just becoming a mom and all those kinds of things can be filled with a lot of negativity, and how, you know, your world's never gonna be the same, you're never gonna be able to do this or that, or so many different things. And I just want to share the 6 key things that I learned during my first year of becoming a mom. And this is just for myself as an individual, because I feel that everybody is completely different. We might agree on some things, but we might not agree with everything that I went through, or like my points that I'm going to get across. I want to share them because I believe that we can all support each other, we can all love each other and give advice in such a positive way to each other, and just be this one big happy family. And I just want to share my struggles that I went through, but in a positive way, in ways that you guys can deal with it if you're going through the same thing or anything like that. So I am really excited to share this with you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just get on with this video. I'm really going to try to get this video just straight to the point, because we all know how I can ramble, and you know, I'm seeing spots right now because of this light and I can't even read this thing. I just wanted to like kind of kick this off before getting into like the 6 key things. Is that for me personally, becoming a mom was the biggest dream of mine, and I can't wait to be a mom to another little one, and maybe another one, maybe another, no, not 4, but 3 possibly, but for sure 2. You know, it's just the biggest dream of mine. It's the biggest passion. I've worked with kids my entire life, and just I absolutely love children. And when it's a passion of yours, sometimes it comes a lot easier than for others and things like that. So for me, becoming a mom came easy. That became easy to me, like changing diapers, the tantrums, the ups in the middle of the night, the downs, the everything that parenthood throws at you was easy for me. But the thing that shook me and that I didn't expect, and that was kind of hard for me, was the mental game of becoming a parent and the feeling of losing yourself. The things that it was just not what I expected when it came to that. I didn't ever think of that before becoming a parent. You know, I thought of like, okay, maybe like my breast milk won't like come through like it kind of did, like all those kinds of things, and I can deal with those challenges along the way and figure out what I need to do. Was it disheartening? Yes. And were there times that I get frustrated with parenting? Hell yes, I get so frustrated sometimes. Sometimes I literally have to set her down and walk out of the room because I'm so frustrated. Absolutely frustrated. I just feel like I didn't know who Jasmyn was anymore. I didn't know who I was. And I think for the first 9 to 10 months since becoming a mom, looking back at it, I don't really think I knew or anything where Jasmyn went. And I don't think I put the effort forward to try to get that back. I did get lost in being a mom, and I think that happens to everybody, and it's totally fine. Now there is things like postpartum depression and those kinds of things, and that's a whole different case scenario, and you know, I did not deal with that, so I cannot speak on that. And I know that those things do need more attention, and please go see somebody if you're going through that, because you are so important, so important. And just know that I have so much love for you if you have gone through that or are going through that. My heart goes out to you, because I know that is a real thing, and a lot of women go through it. But anyways, that's beside the point, but I wanted to get that out there because I don't want to be like, I dealt with these issues and I know somebody else has it worse than me out there. I think I'm finally like taking the steps to be able to find myself and discover who Jasmyn is again. I don't know if I'm the same person I was back then. I really don't think I am. I think that I'm a whole new version of myself, and it's an exciting thing to discover. Children to continue to grow, and as you add another one to your family, that's a whole new like challenge. That's a whole new world. So it's better that I work on myself now and realize the things that kind of got thrown at me, and now I can deal with them better than I did before. It's not going to be things like there goes your sleep, there goes this, there goes that. Ugh, I hate negativity, and I feel like everybody says that. Like, random people will stop you in the grocery store, like, don't even know you, and just like, is she keeping you up at night? I bet she is. I bet you're tired. Like, how do you know? I'm feeling perfectly fine. I got blessed with a child that does like to sleep. Who knows with the next one, but you don't know. I'm just gonna get to the 6 key things, and just know that this entire video, I just want to like spread love and joy and know that I'm here supporting you. And there's things that I've just been through, and I'm just sharing them, and things that I've realized. So if you are pregnant and you're becoming a mom and it's your first child, do not be scared. Do not be scared at all, because it's the best thing in the world, and you will get through anything that is thrown at you. It just takes a little extra work and those extra steps to be able to get through it. You know, sometimes it's hell. It is. Sometimes it's hell, but it's the best hell I've ever experienced. Let's just get to it. And I'm really gonna make these to the point. So the first thing that I discovered, literally the first thing I discovered when I became a mom, like a month or 2 into it, or almost a few weeks into it, right away I discovered that I needed to give myself patience. Speaking of this, now my husband's calling me. Oh, great. Now he called for me to go run him down a shirt.
15 minutes later.
I was beginning to talk about patience. Patience is my first one, because I think patience is one of the biggest keys when it comes to being a parent in general, with their tantrums, with your weight loss journey, with their development, with so many different things. And I learned that real quick within the first couple weeks she was born, that I had to have patience with so many things, like as simple as she had jaundice, and like I just wanted it gone. I was like, Lord, please just take this away. And I had to have patience, and I had to have faith that it was all going to happen in God's time, and just calm down. Just calm down. Like when they start crawling or walking and you see other kids doing it before them, have patience. Just have patience, and don't put pressure on them, because they're gonna do it on their own time. And the competitive nature inside of me, like I see another kid walking that's younger than her, for an example or something, I'm like, come on, Kaylee, you know, and it's like, you know what? She's gonna do it on her own time. She is going to do it on her own time. She's going to learn, and she's walking. She learned to walk. Like, it happens. Just have patience. If you have that competitive like nature, like I have, just try to stay patient, because they can feel that energy, and you want them to be able to have the confidence to do it on their own. So those are just a few examples, but like I still have to work on patience, because she is a baby who does not like change. She does not like change when it comes to me. So if I change something about myself, like it's a roar, like it's horrible. And she does not like change when it comes to her bottle. Trying to transition her to a sippy cup has nothing to do with the sippy cup. It just has to do with she is stubborn, and she just does not want to take the sippy cup. And that was how it was when I was trying to give her a bottle so I could breastfeed and give her a bottle. It was the same thing since she is 3 weeks old. And now that she's a year old and I'm still seeing it, I'm like, holy moly. So I have to give myself patience. Do I get frustrated as hell? You betcha. I get so angry. I just want to cry sometimes, because she's screaming so loud, and I feel like I cannot handle it anymore. And that's sometimes when you have to take a step back. But just give yourself patience when it comes to anything, and just enjoy the process and the new challenges and the like development and all those things that they go through. The next one is grace, which can kind of go along the same line, but give yourself grace. Make sure you love yourself every step of the way. Just if breastfeeding isn't going as well as you want it to, give yourself grace. You're going to mess up. You will. You're gonna mess up. You could mess up 10 times in one day. It's gonna happen. You know, like I still mess up probably every single day. I feel like I could do better with so many things. But I have to give myself grace, and just know that it's okay. With anything, just give yourself grace, like I said, when it comes to weight loss or any of those kinds of things. Like, do it on your own time and love yourself in the process. Number 3, I find this one literally the most important thing out of all of them, and I am so serious about this one, is finding you time. Find time for yourself. If that requires you to get up earlier, I know that that's not fun, especially when your child is not sleeping through the night or something like that, or you have a newborn. Like, give yourself grace. Like, I know there's a point in time for everything, but when you are able to get that opportunity back wherever you can get it, if it's 20 minutes, you need it. And make it a priority. It has to be a priority in your life. I found when I wasn't even giving myself 20 minutes, that's when anxiety crept in. That's when so many things, I didn't know who I was. I felt so lost. I felt so like, oh my gosh, like, who am I? Like, what is this, like, world? Like, life was controlling me instead of me controlling my life the way that I want it to go. And the minute that I sat down and wrote down goals for myself and starting to work towards those and achieving little things, that's when my world flipped and I knew that I was in control. Because I know that I'm not the only one out there, but I hate the feeling of being out of control. I hate the feeling of anything and everything else controlling me and when I have no control. And with your life, you have control. You don't have control of everything, but you do have control of making time for yourself. You do have control of setting goals for yourself. You know, working on your weight loss, working on the dreams that you have for yourself. You can set aside time to do that. The things that you can control, try to control. And as soon as I have done that, like getting up in the morning and making sure I read for 30 minutes, having a coffee in silence, making sure I work out at least 3 to 4 times a week. Those kinds of things are what make me happy, so you have to figure out what makes you happy and keeps you in the right mindset. And any little thing you achieve, if you simply drink a gallon of water because that was your goal that day, freaking celebrate. Like, celebrate. You did it. Like, be proud of yourself with any little thing that you do. Simply be proud of yourself because it's only going to give you confidence to be able to do the next thing that you want to do. And you're going to, like, just put out the best energy to your baby and to your husband or your spouse, and like, they will feel that, and it's just going to create such an amazing environment for you and your little ones. I like to get in the bath at night for at least 20 minutes. Like, that is my time that, like, sometimes I'll scroll Instagram or literally just like meditate and lay there, because after a long day, like, I need to do that. Take away anything from this video, please make time for yourself because you are so important. You are so important. So make sure that you do, because I love you. If you're not feeling loved, know that I love you and you are important. And as soon as you start taking care of yourself, your world's gonna change. This is just like a little thing, I feel like, but I feel like it can create the next one after this. So this one I just want to mention, if your kid is screaming bloody murder, you know they're not hungry, you know they are fine, and no ear infections, just know nothing. You know nothing is wrong with them. It is okay to set them down for 5 seconds, walk out of the room, take a deep breath so that you don't start screaming or doing things that you know that you will regret later. And just know it's okay. You need to cry, whatever you need to do, just know that it's okay. You're like butting heads with somebody. That's like, for me personally, when I see red and I do things or say things that I probably should not do. So it's always best to just take a step back and reset if you need to, because there's gonna be those times. And just, I want you to know, like, it's okay. It's okay to take 10 seconds for yourself and take a deep breath. So with that being said, like, I feel like this leads into the next one, is mom guilt. Mom guilt. It's a thing. It's a thing. And it's gonna be around probably for the rest of my life. But I'm learning to love it and accept it. And just as I grow, it becomes more and more like in me, like simply, like kind of what I'm going through right now, for an example, is if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I just take her down to like our gym that we have here, and she kind of chills in her car seat. But it's getting to the point that I have no longer than 20 minutes. And I feel like guilt that if I put her in gym daycare, like that's like time away from me. Like I need to be doing that. Like I can figure it out. Like I know how to watch her. You know, just something like that. And I know it's literally the best thing for her and for me. It gives me time away, so I'm actually able to get in a really good workout and like get my mental state right, and for her to know that it's okay to be away from mommy. I don't know how she'll do, and it will definitely bring some challenges along the way, but you know, I'm facing all those things, or when it comes to wanting to pursue the dreams that I have inside of me, and setting those goals is so scary to me because I know that it's going to take some time away from her, and it's going to require me to probably hire some help, and it absolutely terrifies me and gives me extreme mom guilt. But I have to know that I'm providing for her and I'm providing for our family, and to be able to give us such an amazing life, the life that I only dream of. Because I don't have the best advice for mom guilt, because I feel that I'm still dealing with it and I'm still working through it. And I feel like the only way for me personally to get through some of these steps is just to do it. And for me to know that she's okay. It's something that I will work through and I will get through, and I know that you guys can get through too. I just commend all the moms that have to go back to a 9-to-5 job, you know, within, you know, 2 months after having a baby. Like, you guys are strong and you guys are superheroes, because I can't even imagine leaving my child at that age. And for you guys to do that, you're so strong. You're so strong to be able to do that. And it's something now that I'm just having to work through. And so mom guilt, you know, we're just gonna rock it together. Like, it's a thing, and we're gonna love it, and we're gonna accept it, and we're gonna kill it. So, mom guilt. The last and final thing, which I also feel is important, is follow your gut. Anything and everything, follow your gut. Cut out the outside noise. Cut out everybody's little opinions. You know your child best. You know them best. Even if you take them to the doctor, I've done that so many times with Kayleigh. I can think of 2 or 3 times off the top of my head that I've taken her because I thought she had an ear infection, or she had a rash, weird rash behind her ear one time. Like, okay, well, this is weird, this is like abnormal, so I scheduled an appointment to take her in. Was it anything? No. And you could feel like so dumb about it for yourself, but it's better that you get it checked out than not going at all. You have to trust yourself, trust your heart, and just know that you're making the best decision, because it's going to build that confidence within yourself to be able to make those decisions without trying to hear somebody else's opinion, because you know that you know your child best. Cut out all the negativity besides somebody that you trust maybe, or someone that only gives you their opinion when you ask for it, or their advice. Otherwise, cut it all out, because you know best. You know your child best. With that, that is going to conclude this video, you guys. I really hope that I was able to just get across, like, one, how joyful being a mom and a parent is. Like, it's absolutely amazing. But also that there is struggles that I went through personally. Like, these are struggles that I personally went through, and I want to be able to help you, and that's why I'm sharing them, and that's why I'm still discovering how to deal with them every single day. And as I break through them and figure it out, I will most definitely share them with you, because I know I'm not the only mom or person or anything going through this out there. And like I said, I'm not looking for sympathy with any of this at all. I'm simply just sharing my experience to be able to help soon-to-be mamas or mamas that are now with 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. With that said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Also, give this video a thumbs up, and do not forget to follow my social media. All the names are in the description box down below. I love you guys lots, and tomorrow is hair day for me, so do not mind this 5-inch grow out. It will not be 5-inch grow out anymore. I mean, it's a shadowed root. That's what I do anyways, so. But anyways, I don't want this video to be any longer. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Have a fantastic day, and just spread love, joy, and happiness, and so much will come back to you. I love you guys. Bye-bye.